if you're looking for some decent wireless noise cancelling headphones, then you're probably at least aware of these Sony WH-1000XM5s, or just XM5s for short. Now the price on these things has come down quite significantly, and that puts them in the same sort of price range as the Bose 700, so is it time to get yourself a pair? So yeah, this is not a sponsored video, these are my personal headphones, but I will put an affiliate link in the description, so if you do decide to get some of these, then please consider using my link. It'll help me out, help me keep making videos like this. Okay, so I've had these for about 5 to 6 months now, and I've been using them regularly, almost every single day in fact, at home, at work, on the way to work and back on the train, and in general I've been really happy with them. They're not perfect, but pretty good all around. But let's get into some of the details. Right, so starting out with the design of these things. So they have this matte finish, as you can see. Design is subjective, but I like the way it looks. I think the matte finish may be a little more prone to scratching. I've got a couple of scuff marks here and there, but nothing major, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, I mean, general all-round design, they look good. You have this fake leather on the headband and then also on the inside of the ear cups, which is quite nice. It's quite comfortable, but it gets hot, and yeah, if you start sweating, like if you're running to catch a train and you start sweating, yeah, it really builds up on the inside because there's no breathing in these things. But luckily they wipe clean really easily, so it's not a big deal. So the next thing I'd say about the design is just the general adjustability. As you can see, it extends just like you would expect from any over your head headphones. That's pretty standard, but you can't really fold them up like you can with a lot of other models of headphones, which is a bit of a pain actually. You can't fold them up, and the case that they come with is quite large because of that, so you need enough space in whatever bag you're carrying around if you want to be able to put them away, which is a bit of a downer. They are pretty lightweight, which is quite nice. But the other negative aspect of the design is that the way that they sit on your neck is not the most comfortable. A lot of headphones, you could see you'd be able to move your head around a little more comfortably with them on. With these, you can fold them out the other way, which you get more mobility like that, but I think it just looks a bit strange that way. So that's one thing I'm not so crazy about. But when you put them on your head and wear them the way that they're supposed to be worn, they are pretty damn comfortable, I must say. In fact, I've even fallen asleep in them once or twice, and yeah, so I can't complain about the comfort. So on the right hand side you have gesture touch controls, and they generally work pretty well, but from time to time I will accidentally skip a track when I'm intending to just put the volume up. I think it's because it depends on how they're positioned on your head as to whether you're going up or to the front. So that's just a minor gripe, but yeah, generally speaking, the touch controls they're really sensitive and they work really well. Very responsive. The battery life, honestly, pretty impressive. They claim 27 hours, no reason to doubt that. I've taken them on a few long flights, up to 14 hours at a time, and yeah, not had any issues whatsoever. So yeah, no complaints about the battery. Okay, so how do these things sound? Well, you have transparency mode, which I think works reasonably well. You can adjust the sensitivity in the app that comes with these things. The noise cancelling I found to be very good. When you're on the train, it's a noisy environment, you just put these things on and yeah, I mean, you really are in a world of your own at that point, especially if you put some like white noise or brown noise on it, something you can just really drown out the whole world. It's great. At the office, same thing applies, these days you're on Zoom calls a lot of the time, and if you've got people around your desk trying to have conversations, face-to-face conversations around you, can be really distracting. So yeah, having the noise cancelling feature at work is really handy. When it comes to the sound quality itself, for listening to music, I think these are really great. I understand that it's subjective, but you have access to an equalizer in the mobile app that comes with these. And yeah, I mean, they sound great to me. Pretty powerful bass. Okay, so just a quick note to say that if you like what you're seeing here, then why don't you show it by giving us a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more tech reviews in the future, then I hope you'll consider subscribing. Alright, back to the review. So the headphones come with two cables. One of them is this very short USB charging cable, which is handy because it fits in the case nice and snugly. And then the other one is this auxiliary cable, which I've only really used when I'm playing games, because there is some latency if you're using them wirelessly. So yeah, I mean, I kind of wish this thing was a little bit longer. It's about 4 feet long, which is not terrible, but I mean, my PC is a little further away in the corner over there, so if this was just slightly longer. Okay, so in conclusion, I paid around £350 for these. Now, these days you can get them for often as low as about 240, sometimes even lower than that. So yeah, I probably paid a little more than I should have, but in spite of that, I think they're great. I'm really pleased with them. As I mentioned before, there are some minor annoyances about them, but honestly, I love these things and I'm really glad I got them, so make of that what you will. Perhaps weigh them up against the Bose 700s before you decide, but yeah, all in all, I think they're great.